Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia. Today we're going to take a look at this 2022 Hyundai Tucson N-Line. This is a fantastic find from Clarington Kia. This is a one-owner vehicle, no accident history, and as you can tell from the first few seconds of the video, this is not like most other Tucsons. The N-Line does feature some amazing looking sporty accents on the outside, as well as some cool features on the interior, which is what we're going to get at today. We're going to show you all those features as well as the condition of this Tucson. It is a pre-owned vehicle, has just over 107,000 kilometers. So we're going to show you the condition and the features, so that way you know exactly what you're getting from us at Clarington Kia. Now, the 22 Tucson features a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, absolutely fantastic on fuel. This one here is, of course, all-wheel drive, being that it is the N-Line. Now, the N-Line does not get you any performance upgrades, which is probably good because most people are not looking to get a family SUV with performance upgrades. So you still get the fantastic fuel economy out of this vehicle. Now, as we come around to the side, you can see, again, there is such cool, sharp lines. Look at down that rear passenger door, coming all the way to the front door. There's some great body molding that they've done on the Tucson, and the N-Line really accentuates those design features on the vehicle. Now have a look at this. We have 19-inch N-Line exclusive alloy wheels. You can see the nice polished portion there with that black as well. And then we have the N-Line center caps, and they're wrapped in fantastic Michelin rubber. Those are brand new tires on this N-Line as well. Now you can see this cool little fender flare here with the N-Line badge. So you're going to see this N-Line badge a few places on the vehicle just to kind of promote the fact that you're driving something a little different. We have the nice piano black exterior mirrors. We have the turn signal in the mirrors as well. And then we have the black roof rails up top, followed by the door sills as well. So everything on the N-Line is got the polished black or black chrome, which you will see when we get to the front. And the black chrome is really cool. I mean, that's a really nice design accent. You'll see that in just a second. Now, as we come down the side here, the N-Line also gives you the LED rear tail light that goes all the way across the back bumper you see here, which again looks amazing at night. You can definitely see this car from a mile away at night with that nice LED tail light. It looks sharp. It's a great design feature. It's also good for safety, of course. We have the rear spoiler up top with some of those cool little diffusers up there. Finish that off nice. And then the rear bumper is finished off with this great looking reflector, and then this sporty diffuser in the back, followed by the dual tailpipes here. So the N-Line really gives you that sporty look that you can see. Now, one thing I did notice here is there's just a little chip right there in that kind of painted aluminum look. It's not aluminum, it's plastic, so that's not gonna rust. So that's just a little scratch out of the paint. And then just a little mark here. You can see this, I can just catch my nail in it, but this nice metallic gray really hides that scratch quite a bit. You have to look for that one. Other than that, this back tailgate looks fantastic. Now let's open it up. And then here's where the Tucson really does a good job. Look at how much room you have in the back. And this is why I say it's a great family vehicle. If you've got kids that are in hockey or in dance or, you know, whatever, I don't know, maybe you're just carrying a ton of cargo all the time, this is really going to work well for you. It does come with this cargo privacy cover as well. You can take that out if you like. And then we have a 40-60 split folding seat, so you can fold down those if you need to as well. 12-volt outlet in the back. All right, and then you can fold down those rear seats just with these handles here, nice and convenient. And then underneath, we have the carpet mats, so good for a little bit of storage as well. We'll close this up, continue around to the passenger side. As I mentioned, this is the all-wheel drive model as well. One owner, no accidents. Now, as I'm coming around here, I am looking for door dings, I'm looking for scratches, I'm looking for something else to show you that this is used, but it's just in fantastic shape. So it's hard to find any flaws other than what we've found so far. Now, as we come around to the front, have a look at this. You've got these amazing looking headlight design here. Now, you won't see this well on the video. The video frame rate does not allow for these LEDs to show up really well, so they probably look like they're flashing. They are not, they are solid. It's just the video. That's kind of how that works with the frame rate. It's a funny little thing. You see, again, the N-Line badging right there. We've got a nice big driving light with the piano black surrounding. And then check out this black chrome grille that I was telling you about. So really, really neat looking. Look here, look. So it's nice and metallic, but it's black chrome is what they call it. Looks great. Taking a step back will give you an idea what the whole front end looks like here. Everything looks nice and tidy on the front. There's one little stone chip right here. And then I did notice here, there's just a little, it looks like a stone chip right here in that black chrome. But other than that, I mean, we're really, really struggling to find any kind of cosmetic flaws on this car, which is fantastic. It's good news. I'm not disappointed, but it's just impressive. With 107,000 kilometers, you might expect there to be a little bit more. Now, first look at the interior. Let's look up, because we have a nice big panoramic sunroof, goes all the way to the back seats here. That's going to give you a ton of light inside the cabin, as well as the stadium seating in the back. You can see these seats sit up a little bit taller than the front seats, and that's going to give people in the back a good view of the road ahead, which also prevents motion sickness, which is good for anybody. I've got a little guy that sometimes gets a little sick in the back. That would help out quite a bit. Now you'll see the nice black leather with the red accent stitching, and then we have the cloth inserts for the backrest and then the butt, so that way you don't get super warm with the leather, but you have the bolstering on the side, which is leather as well, which is nice. These are rear reclining seats. We also have an armrest that folds down as well. Vents in the rear to make sure everything's nice and comfortable temperature-wise. And then we have 2 USB ports in the back, so that way kids can stay charged up, so you have a nice, peaceful road trip. Tell me about it. All right, looking in the front. So again, that nice big panoramic sunroof, that whole front panel will tilt and slide back, so that way you can get some nice open air if you'd like that. Same treatment for the front seats, except we have the nice N-line badge. Kind of, I don't know if that's embossed. What am I looking? There's a word for that. But there's an N-line badge in the front. I can't remember what that's called, but it's a nice little piece here, followed by this, again, this black chrome, and then the same treatment down the center of the seats. Now, the driver's seat is a power driver's seat with power lumbar support. And I can tell you, taking a whiff, this is a non-smoker vehicle. There's no rips, tears, stains, or burns in any of the seats. They're in really, really nice shape, as you can see here from the passenger side as well. 2 little things that I don't normally have to talk about on cars, but for this I will, because it is the N-line. We have the nice aluminum door sill plate with the Tucson there. And then even the pedals, you get nice aluminum pedals here for the N-line, which is just, again, a little bit of style, looks kind of cool. And then before I forget, because I will forget it because I just saw it, the N-line features a nice Bose stereo system. I believe it's a 12-speaker Bose stereo system, which is great audio. Obviously, you know that. Speakers in the door, speaker up front, lots of speakers all throughout the vehicle, so that way you get fantastic sound as you're driving. Now, before I go to this, I am also reminded, and I probably forgot because we have such a huge, huge panoramic sunroof, but this also features the black headliner. And I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but get into a vehicle with a black dash and then a gray headliner, and you'll definitely notice the difference. The black headliner really, really, really makes us feel luxurious. There's no contrast. It's dark and moody, but it's not too dark because obviously you have a huge glass panoramic roof. So yeah, the black headliner, one of those things. Get in your car, look up, and then tell me you wouldn't prefer it to be all black. Leather heated steering wheel. We do have some perforation on the wheel as well as the red stitching just underneath there to kind of match the seats. And then we have the N-line logo right here at the bottom. So you can see it's a really, really nice, comfortable steering wheel, nice and small, feels really good in your hands, and then it's heated in the wintertime too. We have paddle shifters behind the steering wheel in case you did want to, feel a little bit more sporty in your N-Line Tucson. You could certainly do that. Go through the 8-speed transmission with the manual paddle shifting if you want, or just let it do its automatic thing. We've got your volume, radio controls, all that over here on the left. We have your cruise controls on the right. That is adaptive cruise control. So let's talk about the safety features on the Tucson for a minute. We've got a slurry of safety features on this vehicle, from the advanced forward emergency braking system with junction turning, as well as pedestrian and bike recognition. The junction turning one you might not have heard of. Very simply explained, when you're in a left-hand lane trying to make a left at an intersection, and then there's a car that creeps up here in their left-hand lane, you're like, oh, I can't see around that car. Well, the Tucson is doing its thing. As you pull out to make a left-hand turn, if it sees a car coming that maybe you just didn't see, it will actually stop the vehicle, so that way you don't pull out into traffic making that left-hand turn. That's the junction turning portion of it. Great feature to have. I've actually had it happen to me once or twice where you're like, whoa, I didn't see that car. That's a good feature. Cool. We also have blind spot warning, but blind spot collision avoidance. So what that means is when you make a lane change, if there's a car here and for some reason you just didn't see it, or maybe it's super fast approaching, or it makes a lane change at the same time that you're making a lane change, it will actually gently put the Tucson back into your lane and warn you to say, hey, there was a car there. We don't want to make that lane change. So that's a great feature to have as well. We've got rear cross traffic alert as you're backing up. What else do we have? Lane keeping assist, lane departure warning, all the advanced safety features you will kind of expect out of a 2022, plus those additional newer advanced safety features. I don't know, we're going to have to call them super advanced safety features, I guess. But all of that is available and adjustable on the steering wheel and in this center display. And speaking of center display, this is a 12.3-inch LCD display. So as you can see, it is all digital. You can customize this quite a bit to show you not any, but a lot of different information that you'd like to see. But it's really neat, like look here, right? It's kind of cool, right? But yeah, the fully digital display, very, very nice to have. Love that. You can change a lot of what you see here, different colors, etc. All right. And now let's move over to the next LCD display, which is this fantastic looking touchscreen that we have here. As you can see right off the hop, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay is available. So that way you can use your phone and all its apps, and of course, text messaging features, everything like that. So you don't have to pick up your phone. It gives you access to your navigation on your phone, everything, all great. You know that by now. Blue Link is a great feature to have. You can download the Blue Link app. Oh my gosh. Blue Link app, which will allow you to do a bunch of cool features from the app with your vehicle, such as remote start, see how much fuel is left, book servicing, all that cool stuff. Really connects you and your phone to the car when you're not in the vehicle, so you can do a bunch of cool things like that. Now we've got your valet mode set up, all that cool stuff there. Quiet mode turns off the rear speakers, just leaves the front ones active, so that way if you're on a road trip and the kids are sleeping. The home menu, this is kind of your basic home menu here, your radio, your CarPlay, and then a couple of buttons down the side. Something to note here is the cool volume control. Very nice, very textured, black alloy as well, kind of keeping on with that theme, but you have that nice piano black finish all the way down the center of the dash here. Going to your dual zone climate control, so driver and passenger independent temperatures. We've got some USB ports down here, as well as a wireless charging pad. And then this is probably the most unique part of the interior here, because you're probably going, where's the shifter? Well, this is the shifter right here. So the N-Line Tucson features a drive-by-wire system. So in other words, what that means is it's no longer like a thing or a click, click, click or whatever. It's all electronic, which allows you to use buttons just like this. So put your foot on the brake, push reverse or drive or neutral, and it'll go to that gear. And then P for park when you park. It's actually really cool. Love the buttons. Don't mind this at all. Keeps things nice and kind of centered up here. And it's a unique look. Little N-Line logo there. The electronic parking brake with auto hold. Great feature to have, especially in stop and go traffic. Just kind of keeps the vehicle in the same spot when you're when you come to a complete stop, and then when you push the gas, it releases it. Really nice to have. We've got our heated seats, heated steering wheel, our camera control there, which I'll show you in a second. So actually, let's show you that. So let's put the foot on the brake, put the car in reverse, and then we get this nice clear rear view camera, right? So it makes things nice and simple to back up, and then back to park, puts it back in park. Nice and easy. We have your drive and terrain mode here. So you can switch the drive mode from eco to smart to sport to normal, all that great stuff, just depending on how you want to drive. And then the opposite is for terrain. Terrain, you can go from snow to mud to sand, depending on what you're kind of heavily involved with in your drive. You don't have to do that. The all-wheel drive system will work very, very well. But if you want that added security of putting it into one of those terrain modes, you can certainly do so. And I think that's, you know what, we're going to wrap up that tour. I think, yeah, well, let's show you this here, just because it's a nice little center armrest with the contrast stitching here. Oh, right, and I forgot. See? Don't go away. Here's your key fob with a remote start as well. So push lock, push and hold this. It'll remote start the car for you. So that way it gets nice and cool or nice and warm, depending on the temperature outside, but today is kind of an overcast day at Clarington Kia, but this is a hot find here. So this 2022 Tucson N-Line with just over 107,000 kilometers is a great find here at the store. If you'd like to purchase this vehicle, you can buy it online at claringtonkia.ca or visit us in-store in person, where you can take this out for a drive, meet our amazing sales team, where we will help you get behind the wheel of this amazing looking, very unique Tucson N-Line for you and the family. But either way, online or in-store, it's your experience, your way at Clarington Kia. We're just here ready to make all your dreams come true with this fantastic looking Tucson N-Line. Thanks for watching.